one of the biggest pain points I hear from entrepreneurs, leaders, particularly when they are new and building their teams and their business, is things are not moving fast enough. I'm not sure that things are actually progressing in the right direction. Impatience is one of the key obstacles when you're building something that you're really engage into. You're like, I have a dream, I want to put it out there, I'm really serious about being the best leader for my team. When you have some ambition and some big goals, it can be very difficult to stay patient as you go in the process of building towards that. And obviously it creates frustration. It can create some sense of stress, pressure, particularly if you are in challenging conditions where, for instance, if you are a new entrepreneur and you are running into some financial difficulties, being able to cultivate your patience and keep yourself sane and not put an extra level of pressure on yourself when things are not moving as fast as you would like is really a gift that you can give to yourself. So I wanted to help you do that today by sharing with you three ways to cultivate your patience so that you can stay sane. The first one is, first of all, find the fear. Find the fear, because when there is impatience, there is fear behind it. There is usually something that is creating this sense of restlessness, this sense of, I'm not at ease there. There is something not going right. There is a bit of tension. All of this comes usually with fear. So it can be, fear that you are not doing enough work, fear that you're going to put so much effort into it and you're not going to get the result at the end, fear that you're going to get into financial trouble, fear that you're going to be proven incompetent maybe as a leader. There are many apprehension and anxiety behind impatience that are really worth going to dig in. Because once you dig in and you're like, okay, let's take a notepad, let's write down all the things that I might be afraid of right now, you can extract them. And once you know exactly what they are, it's much easier to start taking action on them, obviously, to mitigate the impact. So for instance, if you say, okay, I'm anxious about my finances right now, and that I can really get in a very tricky situation. Okay, what are the things that you can do there to address that? If you feel I'm not feeling as competent as I would like as a leader, that's the fear behind the impatience. Okay, how can I get some training? How can I talk to another leader who can also help me there? So diving into the fear, find the fears, because that's really going to help you have some clarity, and then you can go and take some actions, which is going to ease as well the impatience. So that's the step number one. Next thing you can do as well is create long-term goals. This is something I've noticed when I talk to people who tell me, oh, I just, I like the dopamine, I like quick wins, I want to make sure that every single day I can celebrate. There is often a lack of understanding about what is their bigger picture, what is their long-term vision. And if there is no long-term vision, then it's difficult to get excited about, being patient and planting the seed for the future. So it's easier than to, just be impatient and be really after the dopamine hits every single day. So that's something I would really encourage you. If your vision is not clear enough yet, is not exciting you enough, where you're not really able to see, okay, today I'm doing these steps, I have to be patient, but I'm really planting seed towards my bigger project, and this is really so exciting that I can get pulled. If you're not feeling that yet, I would really recommend you to go and do some deeper work there on clarity, on your vision, on your long term, just for you to be able to connect the dots. And when you feel impatient, you can reconnect yourself with what actually you really want to achieve. And then finally, last one, measure progress. Impatience, sometimes it's not about the fact that there is no progress, it's about the fact that you are not noticing it yet, or you're not paying attention to the smaller progresses and smaller steps. If you are honestly going every day at it, being consistent, taking action, showing up, you are going to have progress. Maybe it's not the progress you've put your expectation on yet, but there's going to be progress. Maybe you showed up a bit differently as a leader and one of your employees responding better to you. Maybe you took a step already in one of the big projects that you wanted to achieve. Things like maybe smaller step. Maybe you realize, oh, actually I've been in contact with this person that I think could be a client for a couple of months now, and they start engaging more with what I do. That is a small progress, but it is progress. And if you're not noticing that, you're going to rob yourself about the kind of satisfaction and the confidence that you're actually going in the right direction. So make sure that you keep your faith high by simply just recording your progress, analyzing it, measuring it, but make sure that you are aware of it. That's gonna help you ease yourself in the process as well. And that was it. So identify the fear first, so that you can go and tackle it and put some action there back in place. Make sure that you create these long-term goals that can keep you engaged and patient as you plant the seed, and also obviously measure your progress, recognize yourself as a person who is moving forward. And I know that it's not always happy, particularly if you're struggling at this moment with, difficulties or challenging situations. Not always easy to stay patient. So if you would like to discuss that and have a chat, have a coaching call with me to just dive into that and see how you can cultivate your own patience, happy to do so as well.